Good morning, everybody. Of course, you know when Sheree Clark rolls in with Fork in the Road, she always gives us some great ideas of how to live our lives a little better way, how to sleep a little better. You've done all that, but also how to eat the right way. We talked about that a little bit earlier this morning, but apparently you have a way of eating some things, and it looks like you're getting sauced here, even if there's some really tempting things that are around.
Absolutely. Well, you know, it's tailgate season.
Right.
Yes. And so we're all about the chips and the dips.
The tempting things that are around, yes.
Exactly. And so my theme is always, if we can up-level even the tiniest little bit, let's have at it. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to bring some options for dips. Now, you know my favorite thing to do is make my own.
Right.
I mean, if that's
No
always
question
from
about it.
scratch is the best thing to do. But let's face it, you know, you got back-to-back events on a weekend like that, and so you're going to buy some things perhaps and bring them to the tailgate or have them for your guests.
Right.
So I'm used to always buying the best I can find, and some of my friends said, well, how do you decide? I mean, there's a lot of choices out there. Think about all the options that you have just for ranch dip, right?
Okay.
So how do you pick which one you're going to get?
And it's probably not a good idea to go into the store and grab something and open up the container and take a swab of it.
Well, you could do that, Lou, but then somebody will have to take over for you at the desk.
Very true. And let's also be honest, not everybody's as great in the kitchen as you are, so we like the easier route, but want to know that we're still making healthier decisions. So
Yes.
let's break it down. Why did you pick these specific products that you brought in today?
Well, the first thing I did was I had some criteria. When I went into the store, I said, I don't want things that are shelf stable. I want things that are in the refrigerator.
Not having to worry about those preservatives.
Exactly. So I knew that would make them fresher. I wanted to go vegan so that I could eat, so that anybody.
Across the board.
Yep, exactly. I wanted to go gluten-free. And I wanted to have as few a number of ingredients as humanly possible, and I didn't want to break the bank.
So that's a tall task.
I had a tall task.
That's good.
So I got a range of things. Jackie, we're going to start down here with you. First of all, we're going to notice that we're tasting these not with chips, but with crunchy veggies.
Yes.
Veggie, which is what you're trying to do anyway, is get people to eat more veggies.
Bingo. So what we would do is we would select whatever it is that we wanted to dip with, remembering that what we're looking for is a little crunch, and it's a carrier. So something with some rigidity, a little stiffness to it, so that you can dip into it. So I picked this ranch dip here. It's a vegan, dairy-free. It's a great brand. It's made primarily with almonds.
Okay.
And you can pick whatever you like, Jackie. I'm going to invite you to try it.
And I was going to ask you, so some common ones that we're used to: broccoli, carrots.
That's actually broccolette.
Oh, excuse me, broccoli.
Broccolette.
Carrot and peas, and even tomatoes. Those are pretty common. What in the world are we doing on the side here?
So what I did for you here was I brought. This is what this looks like before I prepare it. This is endive.
Oh, that's endive?
Endive, yes. And so it is a type of lettuce, and the way that it works is that you simply peel the lettuce leaf off.
Oh, wow.
And then that's what you're eating right there. So Jackie's going to use that as her dipper, and what's nice about it is it's small, so you're not putting a whole big, it's not like a piece of romaine where you're just sticking the whole thing in your mouth. So, and it gives you just enough that you can taste it, and it's perfectly wonderful. So,
okay.
Yeah. And that is turnip.
Tastes like ranch.
This is turnip here?
Yep, that's turnip.
I like turnips in soup.
Yes.
I throw turnips in soup.
You're going to like turnips with ranch dip on them. And then you don't have to eat any chips, and you're going to feel a lot better in the morning when you don't have all that salt.
But you feel satisfied with the crunch, and you're getting the
That's
flavor
amazing
that you
has
want.
that flavor to it.
Isn't that cool?
Because that's supposed to be buttermilk.
Yes.
Yeah, and the spices in there, but there's no dairy in there.
No, none at all. And part of the reason why it's got that twang to it that ranch has is it's cultured. So that means that they fermented some of the ingredients.
Sure. Yeah. And we're big into that lately too.
And this is middle of the road price point. This is about $4 for this container. So I didn't think that was too bad.
All right. Now the next one here, we're just going to spice it up here a little bit. You're going to have to look up the name of this product yourself, but this is a little different product here. Where did you find these different products at? Okay,
so at Whole Foods, you can get them at Gateway. A lot of the local stores, Campbell's carries it, and it's a really nice locally made sauce. And I love it. And there's 3 different flavors that I brought for you today. There's original, cilantro, chipotle. Yeah,
nice. Okay.
So you can give
cilantro actually has its own sauce, its own flavor, because a lot of people either love or hate
it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Cilantro.
Yep.
Let's just say it rhymes with Hitchin sauces out there. If you could think about that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that when I picked this one. That would be something. I'm glad you guys caught that for me.
No problem. So we have different kinds here. Here you go. You want another turnip?
Which one is the cilantro?
Far in the top.
well,
That's the original.
You're going original, though.
And this is Chipotle Cilantro. And the cilantro's not really pronounced. So even if you don't like cilantro, you may like it. It's really nice. This is the most expensive. This one is about $6 per container. They often have specials on it. Sometimes you can find a coupon. But I really like it.
That has a little heat. Go for that, Lou.
The cilantro has...
The cilantro doesn't really have cilantro jump. It doesn't really
No, it doesn't scream cilantro.
It doesn't boil you over.
And if you want to double dip,
that one has heat.
Whew. It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You ain't kidding.
You need a gluten-free beer to wash that one down if you're at a tailgate.
There you go.
That has a good, almost like a ground mustard flavor to it too.
Yes.
Yeah, that is really good.
And so a trick that I do with this, it's great for dipping. It's great for this for what we're using it for. If you thin it out a little, it's a great dressing.
Okay. Awesome.
Good. Multiple uses. Okay.
People don't think about beans as being something that you would use to dip your chips in unless you're making one of those layer dips. So this is the value winner here. And so this one was a little under $3 for this container.
Nice.
Which is, and it also won the prize for having the fewest number of ingredients. So there's beans, a little bit of lemon juice, some seasonings, not much. It's really just kind of beans. So that's the bean dip, is the darker color one. And then I got intrigued.
Okay.
I said, oh, here's another option for bean dip. Now this one is more expensive. It's twice the cost of the larger one. This is about $6, but it's a sprouted bean dip. Now, sprouted bean dip, if you think about what beans are, they're little
bean sprouts.
They're bean, yeah. So you can sprout them, which activates some of the nutrients, and then they have more nutrition, presumably.
Okay.
So I actually, when I make something like tahini, or the dip with the garbanzo beans and the tahini and the hummus. When I make that, I sprout the beans instead
I
of
flip
cooking
this
them.
around for you people watching at home, okay?
I'm watching you too.
I feel like I've used this product before for replicating cheese.
You can. That brand has a faux cheese.
Yeah,
they've got a queso.
Beans are good for your heart. You know that.
The more you eat, we know that.
Yeah.
So it's nice to know there are options, and I have to say this is one of my biggest guilty pleasures: chips and dip.
Yes.
Always has been. It's hard for me to say no when I'm trying to make healthier choices, but there are alternatives. But you don't have to spend a ton of time in the kitchen, and you don't have to spend a lot of your wallet at the same time.
That's when you're the host. If you're the guest, one of the things that you can do is you can find usually
bring your own.
A little to-go package, and so this is a little on-the-go guacamole. And if you find those little containers, I buy them. They'll last a good long time, and then you take this to the party, and you don't have to worry about being that person
you have your own.
that looks like they're judging everybody else.
I love it. Great ideas, and they're tasty at the same time.
Yeah.
So good job, Sheree. If people want more details, maybe they want to offer their suggestions so we can add to our palettes here. How can they get in touch with you?
Well, a good place to go is my website, which is fork-road.com, and then you can send me an email at info@fork-road.com. I want to know what brands you eat, because I've got my eyes open.
That spicy one is really good.
I love
I thought you'd like this.
You're
Yeah.
hitching a ride with flavor on this one here.
Yep,
Perfect.
exactly.
All right. We'll be right back. This is Iowa Live on CW Iowa 23.